girl. Hey. Hey.
Happy post-Pride partum, honey.
Happy post-Pride partum. Popping peas, popping peas.
I'm glad to see you survived.
I did. I didn't do anything. Girl, it looked so we, a group of us, we were going to go out to Pride Raleigh.
Okay.
And it's like, hey, we'll go out to Pride Raleigh. Hey, let's go out to Pride Raleigh. Girl, it was nice, 98 degrees that day with a heat index of like 102. We ain't going to Pride Raleigh, y'all. We ain't going to Pride Raleigh. No.
That's super hot. That's like hot
super
for there.
hot. So what we did instead was my husband and I went to go see community theater. What's step above community theater? Local theater. Like the Raleigh theater, right? Not tiny community theater, but the step above, the actual funded one. They put on Kinky Boots, and they did a great job. So it was fun.
That counts as a Pride activity.
Oh yeah, it was us and a bunch of old fags. Yeah. Dear listeners, you can't use that phrase. Girl, how was your Pride?
I didn't go to the one in South Florida.
Okay.
Because me and my husband both had a stomach bug and we were sick for about 4 days.
That's right. We were going to record during that, but that didn't happen.
Yep. It was a terrible, terrible 4 days. I lost 7 pounds and
8 ounces.
And counting. And so I did like a makeup on my trip to San Francisco, and I did a little drive-by for the San Francisco Pride Friday night.
Just like, hey,
I'm here. Let me have a burrito. Bye.
Did you see anything? Did you see a drag queen? Did you touch a drag queen?
So I didn't see a drag queen. However, I did see something that was really cool. I forgot to tell you this earlier.
You did.
So I left my hotel. So my hotel wasn't near the Castro.
No, why would it be?
It was over there near the water in the business district. So I was walking, and they actually had a special ceremony over by the port of San Francisco.
Oh.
And literally, I was like walking out of my hotel, getting ready to go on the subway, and I heard all this music and noise coming from the other direction. So I was like, oh, let me go see what it is. I thought it was just something. Not only was it a pride thing, but the city was celebrating the 20th anniversary of gay marriage in California, and the 10th anniversary of the federal gay marriage. And they did it by having a vow renewal ceremony with a gay couple and a lesbian couple.
Was Nancy Pelosi there?
No, but Sister Roma was there, which was really cool.
Did they will Dianne Feinstein over there?
No.
What about Mamala, future President Mamala?
I don't think any of them were, because I think most of them were probably still in crisis mode.
Dear listeners, the reason why I mention these people is that all three of them have huge San Francisco roots. Like Dianne Feinstein, Nancy Pelosi were both mayors of San Francisco, and then moved on to federal government. Mamala is from San Fran, like
Gavin, San Fran.
Yeah, like dear listeners, if you ever look, I highly suggest you look at Kamala Harris's Instagram, because she celebrates Pride. Like she
celebrates it hardcore.
She loves a drag queen. If there's a woman who loves a drag queen, she loves a drag queen.
Every time I see a picture of her with a drag queen, I'm like, that's what the rest of that they need to see that version of Kamala. That one right there.
Exactly. Yes. Like there's a picture of her with Nymphia Wynn just smiling ear to ear.
And Doug both looking like kids at Disney World.
Girl, speaking of kids at Disney World, we need to talk about some blackface that's been going on my television set. I need to understand, because you are in fact a person of color.
Am I?
And that color is closer to that person's natural color than the color they're wearing. But so how do you feel as a person of color about the way Roxy Andrews has been painting herself your tone instead of her natural tone?
Okay. All right. So I'm of two minds, and I'll explain. Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
in one respect, I
Mhm.
don't like it. It's the same as I felt about Raven, right? It is, because I'm just like, oh, this is right.
To
'Cause
quote
it's not.
Monet, why you got to treat a brother like that? Go on.
Right, same thing. However,
Uh-huh.
being surrounded by Latin queens here,
Mhm.
I know that a lot of them paint like that heavy bronzer kind of look. Like,
I would not.
and
So I would not mind it. It wouldn't bother me as much
yeah,
if she used it as bronzer, right? You can, and lack of a better term, you add a little yellow to it to actually make it look golden
mhm.
instead of blackface.
I know.
It's and it's not just that, it's the shaping she's doing of everything. Like if it was just, I could almost if it was just the tone of her skin, I could almost this close to saying okay. But then she's doing the lips like a black person. She's doing the lashes like a black person. It's not. It's
like I
offensive
said,
to me, and I'm real white.
like I said, it's just one of those things where it is a thing that
Mm-hmm.
they do to occasionally they get more of a pass on things that are a little bit on the edge. You know, I mean, there's a performer here that she does like a Celia Cruz impersonation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Celia Cruz is not was not a light skinned woman,
Yeah.
so of course she's a little bit darker, and down here it was kind of like a 50-50 split. Some people were like, because they were just thought of her as like a Cuban Celia Cruz impersonator. The other half was like, that's not correct.
As my husband has to do to some Latinos in his class that use the N-word. He's like, I'm sorry, you don't get to use that.
That's not a thing.
That is not the word for you. One of them said, my cousin is black, and he said, well, then your cousin can say it.
And the thing is like, although some listening to this might be like, oh, I mean, technically your husband is basically, you know, trying to keep them protected, because that's not something you can carry into the real world.
No, it's not. And girl, let's also talk about RuPaul this week and the Christine W. song she did in fact choose. Why did she? Why that one? But I want to hear your take on that. A song that I don't even remember.
I was so mad. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was literally like, you've got to, like, I guess it must be a newer song. Like Christine's trying to remind us that she has newer music.
Because I know she probably can't do Some Lovin', right? Some Lovin' is a remix with Merc, and it's used in that gay bashing show. What's it called? Queer as Folk. There's a gay bashing. It's a bat. That's how you know it's a gay bashing. So did you ever watch that show?
The original one?
No, the American version.
Oh, I watched like maybe
the little twink gets beaten down with a bat at one point.
Does he?
Yeah, and it breaks his hand so bad he can't draw anymore without experiencing pain. So to overcome that, the older gay who's in love with him, who's in love with, just gives him pain another way, if you get my drift. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, but no, one more try is right there, girl, right there.
It wasn't even just one more try.
I think I sent you the list of the ones I would have chosen.
Oh, girl, my phone just kept coming all capitals with all these songs. I was like, she is spiraling right now. She is spiraling,
and it's not.
And I'd already spiraled like 2 hours earlier, so I knew the track you were on.
And it's Christine W's got some real bangers in there. She's got some real trash too, but she's got some real bangers.
Yeah.
Speaking of trash, girl. Speaking of trash. Did you know we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder, She Wrote podcast, and Over the Moon, our, what is it called? Moonlighting podcast. Hey, babe, you know what? I'm going to try to remember. I'm going to try to remember the order this shit goes in because it's been a while. Did you know that we have a Patreon?
What?
Dear listeners.
Still? They're still contributing money?
They
After
are.
a month off?
They are. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw somebody, hey, Maim. Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise? I know, right? You go to MrMahaffey.com, buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love? I'm not going to look right now because who knows what the reviews are actually like. But do you know what I love?
You love a good 5-star review.
I do love a 5-star review. Maim, it really helps raise us up so we can walk on.
You raise me up so I can climb the mountain.
Oh, speaking of that, well, this is season 5, episode 20. I'll see you in court. But speaking of that, girl, speaking of that, I know, I had to segue because I know we were, wait, did I even say what we had? Oh, yeah, I did. 5-star reviews. I love them. There we go.
You love them.
Well, anyway.
It's been a while. It has been a while.
It's been a while. This is season 5, episode 20. I'll see you in court.
I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. I'm Julia Sugarbakers. And that's Marjorie. Just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out, the lights went out. And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Maim, what I was going to say was, I found an instance where I don't find What's His Doodle repugnant.
I don't know who What's His Doodle
Martin
is,
Short.
dear. Oh. Okay.
He
Was
is...
it the Jiminy Glick interview?
No. I hate Jiminy Glick so much. I hate him so much. He's not funny. No. There was a Beauty and the Beast live action, like in honor of Beauty and the Beast that Disney did, where he's playing Lumineer.
Okay.
And like they do this live action dance sequence. Shania Twain as Mrs. Potts randomly. I need you to look it up. It is how every single live action Disney movie should be, because it's just hand visual effects. Like nothing. It looks like it was from the actual musical, but I don't think there was ever a Beauty and the Beast musical.
Okay.
But it's really good. Like it is super good. Super good. I highly suggest it. I mean, it's up until the point where it's life is so unnerving for so that's not so, like he had me until he had his little monologue in the middle, but great. I really find him repugnant. We're at Sugarbakers. We're at Sugarbakers?
No, Sugar Baker.
There we go.
Been a while.
Oh,
Been a
God.
while.
When's the last time you watched this episode, girl? Because I just watched it.
No, I rewatched this stuff today.
Good. So the Dollar Theater is having a Rocky Film Festival. They're going to show all 25 of them. And Charlene's very excited. You know, I've never seen a Rocky movie.
None of them?
Why do you sound surprised?
I mean, like, I would have thought your dad would have made you watch one of them.
No, my dad had to be around to make me watch something.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. It's been a while.
You know, I really should have gotten into Sufjan Stevens' music a lot younger. Is what I. But no. I never watched a Rocky movie. I've never. I think I've only seen maybe 2 Sylvester Stallone movies. Demolition Man, and the one Cliffhanger. It was very bad.
I loved Demolition Man. I loved. Oh, what's it called? Dang it! It's the one with Kurt Russell. I can't remember which one that one. That's my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie. I can't remember the name of it suddenly, but that is when I was a kid, like that was my favorite Sylvester Stallone movie. I used to watch it all the time. They both go to prison.
Tango and Cash.
Tango and Cash. That's it.
God, look at how small Sylvester Stallone used to be.
I love that movie
because he and Kurt Russell are
much.
like the same size back then.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's so good.
And Terry Hatcher's in it. Oh, I love Terry Hatcher, that random ass woman. Did I tell you that I finally saw Moonraker? When I was in Scotland recently, like in the middle of the night as we were falling asleep, Moonraker was on, and so we just put that on as our goodnight movie. I'd never seen it before. I know you love all of James Bond's movies.
I almost started singing it just now. The Moonrakers go.
Yeah.
Like
girl, to be honest with you, I've never seen any of the older Bonds all the way through. They're
Really?
they're very boring. They are. Like there's so much plot to get through. And that's true of all of them till Casino Royale, where there's a lot of plot to get through, but at least they're all beautiful.
I mean, it's so hard to explain, right? Like, you have to be in like a certain mindset for them. Honestly, you really do.
Yeah.
Because the different decades are very different movies.
I did see the Pierce Brosnan one with Halle Berry.
Yes. Right.
That's a mess.
That's like,
it's
a mess. But it's like peak 2000s mess, right?
I mean, it's funny. Like that one is.
Yeah.
And what I liked about Moonraker is he didn't take it seriously, right? Like I like a Bond that's not self-serious. They realize it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
They're in a space shuttle.
Yeah. I mean,
the gondola fight alone, girl.
Come on. It's like you could only do so many of those, right? Before you have to. It's just like Fast and the Furious, right? After a while, you're going to end up in space.
It's great. It's hilarious, but it's great, right? Like it's hilarious, but great.
I love it so much. Yeah. Like I like that I like the newer ones, okay, but they stopped being outrageous. You know, like it kind of was like, I mean, they were their own thing. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But it's like I'll still go back and watch like the 80s James Bond movies because they were ridiculous. Right? Like watching Grace Jones and watching people, they were ridiculous.
Who's your favorite Bond?
Oh, I'm gonna split it, right? I'm going to say my favorite Bond is still Sean Connery.
Okay.
Right? My favorite Bond villains are from the 80s Roger Moore Bond.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I can't, like, it's very difficult because every time a person's ever asked that before, I'm like, well, I love the 80s movies more, but it's not because of the Bond, it's because of the villains, you know?
Girl,
and so it's just like that.
The gondola, the motorized gondola that just, oh my God, it was, so Anthony's talking about how bad the Star Theater is. And girl, I love the Star Theater. I will say that back in the day, that is where I saw Sahara, that B+ movie that was National Treasure. The second one, I don't like the National Treasure movies. I did not find them enjoyable, but I know a lot of people did. It was worth $1, right? I'd pay $1 to see that. I'm not going to pay like 10, 15, 20, but I'd pay $1. The Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion movie. Girl, how about one of my coworkers quoting Norbit at me the other day, and I was like, ooh.
Stop.
He's like, I love that movie. I'm like, oh God.
What's her name? Rasputia or something like that?
Yes,
I can't remember her name. Oh
yes.
my God.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like he is an older black gentleman. And I was like, there's the demographic, I guess.
I think what's funny though is that, like, when you think about it, now, right?
Uh-huh.
Eddie Murphy can pinpoint specifically when he completely shot himself in the foot to win an Oscar. Like, it's amazing. Norbit coming out derailed his entire Oscar campaign.
That's not what did it.
What did it? People always said that Norbit is the reason that he didn't win the Oscar.
Oh no, that's because something else major happened at that same time. Wait, which Oscar are you talking about? I'm talking about Dreamgirls.
The one for Dreamgirls, yeah. The Dreamgirls and Norbit came out the same time.
Yeah. Scary Spice stuff also came out that time.
That was also at the same time?
Yeah, girl. Yeah, all that same time. Uh-huh.
I still don't forgive her for that. I've not watched an Eddie Murphy movie since he did that to her. I have never watched another movie.
You didn't watch Dreamgirls?
No. That was Dreamgirls is not an Eddie Murphy movie to me.
That's right. It's a Beyonce movie.
That's right. It's not Beyonce and Jennifer. It ain't Eddie Murphy for me. But no, I have because like every time I look at him,
Anthony goes through a Spartacus joke, and it says he's never going back to that theater again. And Charlie's like, "It's only $1." He's like, "Fine." Charlene invites Julia. Julia says no because she's talking about how the Oscar movies are not the Rocky movies are not Oscar contenders. And Charlie's like, it was nominated for 9 and won Best Picture. What are you talking about? Like, ooh, girl, can you hear that knocking from a washing machine? I washed my bedclothes a little. My bedclothes, my bed sheets, my bed and the. So you gonna get a little boopada in here. Apologize. Yes, ma'am.
No, I love your boopada.
Here we go again. We're going again. Oh, girl.
We doing a spin cycle, honey. Spin cycle.
It's trying to. It's probably going to fail because I put too much in there. Well, Suzanne's here and she's in a bad mood.
Oh, no. Why is she in bad mood?
She got a ticket for putting on mascara.
What?
In the car while she was driving because it's got all those mirrors in there.
I mean, seems logical to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like those mirrors are actually closer than the ones in your bathroom usually?
It's true. So she's got boompada. She's gonna. Can you hear the boompada in the background or not?
No,
okay,
really
good.
I heard it like for a split second when you went like completely silent, but no, I can't really hear it.
So she's going to go back to the mall. She has to return some stuff. She's got some lingerie at the Washington Day sale.
Lingerie.
And Julia's like, how better celebrate a president than buying a push-up bra on his birthday? And Suzanne's like, if I bought a push-up bra, I wouldn't be able to see.
I was just, it reminded me, have you seen the girl from Bridgerton that everybody's been joking about?
Nicola Laughlin?
Yeah, the one that's like she apparently like sleeps on her boobs when she's like in between takes. She's just like leaning like this because her boobs are so big in that corset that she just goes to sleep.
It's so funny you call her the girl from Bridgerton.
Why?
Because she's the girl from Dairy Girls.
I know, but I haven't watched Dairy Girls.
Why haven't you watched Dairy Girls yet?
I just haven't watched it.
Have you watched Bridgerton?
No.
Okay.
But I
girl,
see her all the time because of Bridgerton.
girl, that's true. And I mean, girl, she is a not Nickel. She is a Shonda Rhimes person now, so she's going to be around forever.
I know. I'm so excited.
And it's going to be like
she seems like a genuinely nice person.
Oh, she is. I mean, she released that song for Pride.
What song?
It's like a quote of her saying shoes, yachts, more shoes, and it's just to a dance beat. And like she donated all the proceeds to Trevor Project. So
stop it. And now she's officially my favorite human being ever. Because that's like so. Oh my gosh! Why did nobody ever turn Patsy's hat, gloves, and shoes into a dance song?
They did.
Did they?
Yes.
No. There's the Pet Shop Boys where they use the quote, but that needs to come back. Like Patsy's quote needs to come back as its own standalone. Dance song.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like even in that part, it was like a very short snippet of that.
Excuse me.
They use it.
Can I just say something? Yes. You could never have enough hats, gloves, and shoes. All right. Dawn French's face because she's the good morning person.
So good. I love her so much. Like, I'm gonna have to watch that episode again tonight.
That is a great episode. That is one of the best episodes.
Safi looks so good in that outfit. I don't care what anybody says. I thought she looked great.
So Bernice is going to the mall with Suzanne, and
okay.
She's got a gift to get because there's a wedding shower, but the man left his girly friend for his 25-year-old nurse because he has angina. They're going to turn it into he's going to be dead in a month shower. And Charlene asks,
have more of those.
Charlene asks if they make a card for that, and at Hallmark, Suzanne says no. She gets invited to these all the time. Suzanne says, and Julia are having a little aside about taking Bernice. Suzanne says no, but you could ask, if you ask me nicely, Julia pulls her and goes, will you take her? And yes, this is the most sisterly thing that I've seen between the two of them in a while, to be honest with you.
They haven't had a lot of those little interactions in a bit.
As an aside, have you seen Thelma yet?
No, you just told me like yesterday to go see it.
But like it's been out for a while.
I just saw the trailer for the first time like just the other day.
Girl,
it's
been out for a couple months.
I know, but I just saw the trailer for it literally just when I shared it online. That was the first time I had seen the trailer for it. Why am I supposed to? Whatever.
The thing is, you're on the pulse of society, not me.
Who's on the pulse of society? What are you talking about?
You live in Miami. You're in like the pulse of society, the pulse of the nation.
I live in Plantation.
Girl, you go to Miami at least once a week.
Yes, and I'm around a bunch of tourists.
Sometimes twice if you go to Villain.
It's true. It's just all tourists, though. Remember that. Like, it's not like
the people you work with at Villain are tourists.
No. The people I do at the theater are not tourists, but they don't talk about that. Nobody at the theater is going to be talking about that movie.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Dear listeners, go see it.
There was like in the 20s, so they're not.
Yeah, it's like their relationship with their grandparents. It's so good. And Parker Posey's a controlling mother. It's so good. It's so good.
Finally, the role she was born to grow into.
I mean, the role she's been playing since Best in Show. Since
it's been a while, hasn't it?
Adam and Steve.
Yeah. Don't ever watch that. Never watch that movie. I don't care.
No.
Never watch it.
Don't watch Adam and Steve. No.
Please don't watch that movie.
You can watch Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's still on the edge. It's right there.
Mambo Italiano. Is that a decent gay movie? No. What's the one with Toni Collette and Nina Vargas?
Oh, the one where they play like it's like the Rector Victoria or something like that again.
Yeah.
Connie and Carla.
That one's pretty amusing-ish.
It is. I mean, it's it's definitely basically ripping off Victor Victoria in a way. So, but it's fine. It's I'll call it a tribute. It's a tribute.
It's a tribute album. We're doing a tribute album.
Tribute.
Just like Roxy's doing a tribute to black people every time she does makeup.
Girl, you are ready. Ready.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Girl, I hate it so much. Like I hate it. I hate it so much. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I hate it.
That wasn't a wait, what?
Well, Mary Jo's here, and you'll never believe who she just saw.
Ew.
Well, Bernice thinks it was Elvis because sightings have been up this month, but no.
Okay.
No, it's her mugger. Remember back in the day, flashback, she was mugged and we had to go to a self-defense class and it was really bad.
I do remember those episodes, yes.
He's back and working at Petey Pizza.
What?
I know. We're thrilled.
Oh, 80s and 90s pizza places.
Oh, God. I miss, for all the bad things you say about What's His Doodle, Godfather's Pizza was pretty okay.
I hated Godfather's Pizza.
What was his name?
Who?
The dude who founded Godfather's Pizza, the black dude who ran for president. That's not Ben Carson.
Oh, I don't know. It's not I don't know. Not Ben Cart. Oh, Herman Cain.
Herman Cain, you got it. There you go.
Lord, yeah. I wish I didn't have that word in my brain.
There
like
you go.
That.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Herman Cain. Yeah, the one who wasn't the person who wasn't Ben Carson.
Well, I mean, there's only 3 of them that we can go. I mean,
Tim Scott's the third. Is that who you could go with?
I mean, I don't want to sound like, but come on, let's be real here. There's 3 of them. There's three black prominent Republicans. So
no, 2 now. Herman Cain's dead.
Is he?
Yeah, he died. I think he died of COVID, like during the beginning of COVID.
Oh,
look, he was the most entertaining of the 3.
Oh no, he was definitely entertaining,
and he was funny. Like he was.
I mean, that's why I said, oh,
yeah.
Well,
we're at Petey's now. We're at Petey's. And Anthony's not feeling well.
Oh, what's wrong?
I don't know. I think he didn't want to be in the rest of this episode because he's like, I don't feel well. It could be, the pizza in the place, or it could just be, you're getting ready to incarcerate somebody who may be innocent. You have to be 100% sure.
Oh, yeah, that could be a reason. That could be a legit reason, actually.
So Norman, their waiter, comes by, and Mary Jo freaks the fuck out.
Not subtle at all.
No. So she wants to leave. Julia and Charlene give her the speech of how she must do her civic duty. She must tell the cops, blah, 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 blah. So she walks over to a couple police who just had to be there and says, arrest that clown. I'm just glad they didn't make him black.
Yeah. I don't think they would have even tried that.
I mean, I guess if they made him black, he probably wouldn't have gotten off in the end of this episode.
Well, I mean, most likely, probably.
They probably would have planted some drugs on him and he would have gone to jail for like 30 years.
You could tell that took a second to like filter down into that
yeah.
Every once in a while, Mims, you'll just paralyze me. One of those moments.
With one of those truths, is that what you're saying?
Every once in a while.
Girl, by the way, I just thought that I'd reiterate right now. The Pet Pourri cat odor, this is not sponsored, dear listeners. The Pet Pourri cat odor eliminator candle works. Like, it works.
And you can buy them online, or can you get them in a store?
Amazon has them.
Okay.
Like $20. I've had one running for, that thing went for a 10-hour workday straight, and it's not even halfway done. So, yeah.
Okay.
Like it works. It's fresh bamboo, I think it is. Perfectly
Not-
bamboo. Isn't that cute?
Not fresh bamboo, honey. Fresh
Perfectly bamboo. Perfectly bamboo.
Okay, I'm down. I am. You have my officially got my attention now because.
Well, now we're at the police.
Okay.
Sting's not here.
No. Is the red light on?
He was walking through a field of gold.
I was just thinking about Sting the other day too. It's so funny. Like I was just because somebody did apparently somebody has a rap song that they took on, they rap over like a Sting track, and it was so strange because I recognized the music, right? Because the person was on the karaoke doing their thing, and I'm like, why does this sound? Yeah, I was like, why does this sound familiar? And then I was like, is this a Sting song? And then I looked over at the DJ. I was like, is that Sting? Sting's music in the back? She's like, yeah. I was like, wow.
Which Sting song was it?
I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, I honestly forgot about it until just now. But it was so funny because it was just like he has like some of those melodies that they lodge themselves deep in your brain.
Yeah, I now have that song going through my head. The one that has the yodel at the beginning of it. From the 90s, the like
the Desert Rose.
Hallelujah, thank you. Yeah.
Yes. As soon as you said, I was like, "Oh my God, yes!"
So was that his last
flower? The sweet intoxication of a rose. That was. I'm not gonna lie. That album. I actually really liked it.
We have to talk about how you just enunciate Sting. Why did you do that? That is not how you sing Sting. It's just supposed to fall out of your mouth, girl. It's just supposed to fall. There is no enunciation. The man's British, for God's sakes.
That's true. Sorry. This is like my crux to bear, right? Unfortunately, sometimes I get excited and I forget that we're talking about this world. It was called Shape of My Heart by Juice WRLD.
Juice Newton has a new song?
No, Juice WRLD.
Playing with the Queen of Hearts. No one ain't really smart. The Joker ain't the only fool. Do anything for you.
Oh, that's so funny. So that's why it especially resonated.
Okay.
Because it was from the only Sting album that I purchased. It was from his song Shape of My Heart from 10 Summer's Tales from the early 90s, and I actually bought that cassette.
I don't know what we're even talking about anymore. Like we just went on a tangent about somebody who our dear listeners, if they're young enough, have no idea who the fuck he is.
No, you were talking about the police and you said
dear listeners, they definitely don't know who the hell the police are. Like
All right. We're back on track.
Dear listeners, if you've ever seen the Hunger Games movie, the older ones, because we have newer ones and older ones now. The older ones, he kind of looks like a British Woody Harrelson.
Wait, Sting?
Yeah. Young Sting, combined with Malcolm McDowell, but I'm not going to try to explain who the hell Malcolm McDowell is.
Oh gosh, you're right. He does kind of look like you're right.
Woody Harrelson, Malcolm McDowell had a baby.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Right. But add in some tantric sex just because.
I forgot about that part.
I
forgot all about that part. Oh my gosh.
Well, but Anthony has a fever and he's at home right now.
He should be.
We're at the police station. I don't know if anybody remembers that where we're at, but so they're all the ladies are sitting there. Charlene's talking to somebody who looks very reputable, and Julia has somebody gross sitting on her and like putting head on her, and they call Mary Jo finally up to the desk, and all three of them go up, and the policewoman's like, "So this is your entourage?" No, they're just here for support. So Mary Jo explains everything that happened, and the police are like, "Ma'am, this happened a couple years ago. She only got $4. Like, what? And she's like, "Yes, but I want to prosecute. I want to be a full Karen right now, and I want to prosecute." We'll talk about whether I think Mary Jo's justifying this right now. I do not.
Okay.
Because although there is property law, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, at the time, you didn't really know how little she had on her. She only had $4. Okay. Although he did push her to the ground, he did.
That's my only.
Yeah, he did assault her. You're right. He did assault her.
Yeah.
But that's not what she's going after. She's going after the property, right? Because it seems like they've minimized the assault right now and just maximized the property.
I mean, honey, you were acting like this is an episode of SVU. It is not, girl. This is Linda just trying to wrap up some stuff.
You're right. All right, let's move on forward. So the lady said, except for Mary Jo, she's going to be called back a little bit. So she goes over to talk to the dude who Charlene was talking to, and he's in handcuffs. Mm-hmm.
It's a very I do like that this show, that's like the one thing that's happened a couple of times on this show. And obviously I realize that it's very heavy-handed, but I do like that she does this whole like don't let proper looking white dudes fool you all the time into thinking that, you know, this stuff, because I mean it's true. But yeah, it was pretty funny. That guy looked a lot like I felt like he was that guy that Charlene was obsessed with in the first season.
Yeah.
The most beautiful man in the world or something like that. However they said it.
So it's a little bit later now at Sugar Baker's. And we find out that Suzanne's been taking Bernice on a shopping date weekly. And Suzanne's like, you know, that's the kind of person I am. Do something nice like that. And Julia's like, no, that's not true.
It's definitely not you.
So we find out Mary Jo's here, and it was the arraignment kind of happened. It was robbery by snatching. It's a felony in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
And we find out his full legal birth name is Norman Bates.
Cue Charlene freak out.
Yeah. I saw that movie finally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good.
Did you? I mean, okay, so you did like it?
Oh yeah, I haven't really seen a Hitchcock movie I haven't liked. I think.
Okay.
I haven't seen all of Birds. I've seen enough of Birds to know that it's kooky nonsense, so I'm pretty good with it.
Yeah.
North by Northwest, yeah. I love that movie. I adore that movie.
I'll be interested to see how you feel about the late 60s, early 70s.
Oh, I probably won't watch them.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm not gonna.
Sorry, you did that thing where I was like, oh, you're going on a thing.
No. How about this? When you finally watch Thelma, I'll think about actually watching one.
Okay, but I want to watch Thelma. I literally just found out about the movie.
When you finally watch Dairy Girls.
Then you'll watch the rest of Alfred Hitchcock's filmography.
Oh no, girl, not all of it. No.
Oh, okay.
No. Like, I watch a movie.
I was like, where exactly are we going with this right now? Like,
what was I going to say? There was something I was going to say that had to do with not none of this. Oh, Mashal, Magic and Muscle. Have you watched the most recent season of it?
I'm halfway through it.
The new theme song with that Baltimore beat, it slaps, girl. It slaps so hard. I
that show so much.
Love it. It gets me. That song grabs me. Yes, I love that too. But
I love that show so much. It's like one of those things where it just kind of came out of nowhere. You're like, what is this ridiculous thing? Oh my God, it's actually quite good.
It's hilarious. So Mary Jo's upset with the prosecutor because he's very young. He smells like Oxy 5 and has a Ninja Turtles watch. Girl, were you a Clearasil or were you an Oxy kid?
I was a Clearasil kid.
I was both. I would use the Oxy pads and then Clearasil on the actual spots.
I didn't do the pads. I was it's so funny to have this discussion. For some reason, my mom did not like Oxy because she said it was gonna bleach the pillows, because she thought it had some kind of like bleach in it or something like that, or something that would like discolor the pillows. So that's why I would get Clearasil.
So it did, but funny story, Clearasil did too.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Benzoyl peroxide in like the high enough concentration can do that. Yes. So.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Yeah. Oh, the good old days of acne.
God, yeah. The only place I ever get a pimple now is like right here on my nose.
Let's see. I do get occasionally like, I guess it's like a stress pimple, but it's like right here. And it's always when I get to my highest stress point. And
so it's just always there?
No. And I will occasionally get one in this.
Uh-oh, girl. Uh-oh. We're losing you. We're losing you?
What do you mean you're losing me?
Okay, are you back? I can't see. There you go. Oh, you're catching up.
What's happening?
Oh, you're back. Hi, girl.
Hi.
You stopped for a second, but you're back. You're back.
Oh, okay. Back again.
Yes, girl.
So that's my acne journey. So yeah, we can move on.
so it's a bit later on, and Suzanne's here in a new scarf.
Oh, cute.
And we find out that Suzanne has been taking the ladies shopping a lot, and she's calling it Suzanne's Shopping Club. And what they do is they buy her presents at the end of the shopping thing.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
And Julia's like, you become an extortionist. And Suzanne's like, look, we all get what we want.
I don't personally see what's wrong with this.
I don't
by
either.
The way, like,
I don't either. Like,
how is this any different than gas money or like how is this any different?
I guess
she's taking your whole day.
I guess that the gifts are expensive, maybe, and they're old ladies who are like, I don't know,
who clearly have the money to do it. I mean, girl, I would much rather have a person be. I mean, that's what it's called, adult daycare.
So since I'm on this journey of potentially becoming a German citizen,
yes,
I've got my grandmother's birth certificate.
Okay,
which she got a copy of in 1954. So I have a certified copy of a certified copy, because hers was originally from the church where she was christened in what is now Poland, that during World War II, they moved all that shit to Berlin to protect the records because Germans have to have their records. So, yeah.
Wait, so is your grandmother Polish?
It's complicated.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's from an area that was ceded by Germany to Poland after World War II. But she is a German citizen that was moved down to Bavaria. Her grandmother, my great grandmother's last name is Konietzko. So, she Polish, but not like that area. The area is called Silesia, Lower Silesia. It is very like German-ish. It's like.
I mean, it's all white people to me, so I totally understand. But that is interesting. I mean, that is interesting.
All white people to you.
I mean,
I hope you don't go out. I hope you don't go out in Miami and go, it's all Latinos to me. Oh, you're Cuban or Puerto Rican? You're just Latinos to me. Girl, I dare you.
I mean, I don't say it like that, but I basically say it like Let's be honest here. When I'm hosting karaoke and all of that stuff comes up, I basically say that.
Girl.
Yes. When they ask about different songs from different countries, when they come to do karaoke, they're like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who's that? They're like, oh, they're from da, da, da. I'm like, is it Spanish? And they say, yes. I'm like, go look up their name. Like, literally, like, we have songs in Spanish. I do the same thing for the Brazilians. I do anytime a person does that stuff, I'm literally like, what language is it in? I don't care where the artist is from. What language is it in? If it's in Spanish, you type it in because I can't type it. I will not spell it correctly. So yeah, I kind of do that. Some people don't like it, but at the same time, I'm like, that's why we have an app. That's why you scan the QR code. And so you can put in your own song.
Dear listeners, all racists can be racist.
I'm not even being racist. That's a legit thing. I'll actually tell you, this actually happened on Thursday, for example. This is really good. We have such an easy QR code system for karaoke now, right? Very easy. Yet sometimes, for whatever reason, people still come up to me and ask me if I will help them put a song in. And I will never say no, right? I'm not rude. But the gentleman that came on Thursday from some Latin country, I don't know what, right? He put in multiple artists that you could tell were not widely known international artists. They were just local artists. And he just kept throwing out name after name after name. And I was like, we don't have any of these people. This is, and finally I said like one person's name. And he's like, oh yeah, her. I was like, okay, I picked like an international Latin person. He was like, yeah, do you have her? I was like, yes. What song? And then of course he picks a song we don't have. And I was like, I'm going to lose my mind. It was like Abbott and Costello karaoke style.
Well,
I thought I was going to scream.
Bernice is here. They're late because Margaret had finished dialysis.
I love Margaret so much.
So Julia's like, you know what? Suzanne will take you anywhere you want to go. She's going to return all your gifts. She's going to take you anywhere you want to go date, and she's going to pay to do whatever you want. And Bernice is like, hell yeah, Chippendales.
She's like Visa.
Everywhere you want to be.
There you go, honey.
Well, Mary Jo's here. She's sad because they moved her trial to the afternoon because of emergency root canal for the judge.
Which is a real thing.
It is. And Charlene's like, you have to go back. And Mary Jo's like, save your speech. Blah, 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 blah. So they go back. Well, we're at the court. Charlene's like, this isn't like LA Law at all. Except he looks a little bit like Corey, this person. She looks like this person. And then she says the R word.
Different times.
Yeah. Suzanne's here with Bernice and everybody because, of course. Well, Mary Jo's called up to the stand. Bernice objects. The judge asked why. She said, well, what are my options? Best joke of the entire episode.
It was.
So we finally meet Mary Jo's cute little lawyer. He's so cute.
He was very much your type. Very much your type.
Yeah. So the grandson in Thelma, my type. My type to a T. And my husband and I are rewatching Good Endings.
Yes.
Adam Pally, my type to a T. Like, just little cherry on top, Adam Pally, my type. I love Adam Pally. He's so cute.
Daniel is the grandson's name?
Yeah.
Daniel. Lord, these actors are getting to be so young now. Jesus.
Girl, they aren't getting young. We're getting old. He's 24. That's not young.
Well, I love you knew immediately how old he was.
It's a point plot in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As I looked him up afterwards, I was like, is he? Because I thought he was in his 30s because,
No, he's 25.
Yeah,
now.
I know.
He kind of looks like Tobey Maguire in some pictures. Weird.
Well, I really had a thing for Tobey Maguire, too.
We all did.
I know. What was wrong with us?
We're those kind of gays.
Yeah, but like Tobey Maguire, but never Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Now, Elijah Wood now, yes. I saw him recently and I was like, I am very drawn to you now.
How do you feel about Harry Potter now?
I've always thought Daniel was cute.
Girl, that's pedophilia.
No. I didn't say sexually attracted to him. I said I always thought Daniel was a cute kid. Like, but also he has like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Boom, boom, boom. Sorry.
He had like an old man face even when he was a child.
Yeah, it's true.
And it was so strange because I was like, what is it about this kid's face that would bother me so much? I'm like, I get it. He's like a cute wizard kid, but like there was something about his face that always bothered me. And
He's
then like
British.
when he became an adult, I was like, no. Gosh, he's older than I realized.
Who?
Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's like 37, 36.
I didn't realize they were that age now.
Yeah, same age as my husband.
Wow, that's wild. That's crazy. They were born in the 80s. I didn't realize that.
Yep. Well, girl, they're plea bargaining. Norman pled guilty. 1 year suspended sentence. Mary Jo's upset.
As she should be.
And she's like, this is nothing like Rocky. And Tron's like, in the first Rocky, he didn't win. And then Mary Jo's like, yeah, does the Rocky stance. And then there's a MIDI of the Rocky thing song. Do 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 do. And dear listeners, if you don't know what a MIDI file is, don't worry about it. Hey, Maim,
you won't be quizzed on it later.
Did you find yourself a Miss Georgia world?
The one I was really into was Suzanne's little red number at the end. I love that outfit she was wearing.
Was it the same one that she was wearing with the scarf earlier?
Yeah.
That with the black and white here and the scarf. Yeah. A+.
I loved it. I was like, that looks so good on her.
So good. And she's cinched. She's not having to wear, they're not making her wear the fat old women shawl thing.
Yeah. I was like, she looks good. I mean, I did when they came back from their little thing, I was like, she looks good. I was like, when she was in the first part, I didn't notice it as much, but when she came walking into the courtroom, I was like, okay, Suzanne, you look a good girl. She could be on LA Law, which, by the way, as soon as they said the word LA Law, where my brain went, I was like, no, we're not going to do an LA Law podcast.
We don't have enough time.
Mims does not love Susan Day that much.
I love Susan Day. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just fishing right there. I was fishing
will they, won't they? Susan Day. Happy endings. That's the name of the show, not good endings. Happy endings. Duh. Maim, did you enjoy this episode?
Yeah, it was good. I
mean, it's all right.
It was. You know me. I will always give my thumbs up to any episode with Bernice in it. Always.
That's not true. There's been one or two you didn't like.
No, I never said I don't like them. I'll be like, I'm in the middle. This one I thought was funny enough.
What Bernice was in the one with the magical old black woman, wasn't she? The one where Charlie
was in that one. Everybody was in that episode. So once again, I didn't hate that episode as much as you did. You're projecting right now. Every time it comes up, you project your hatred onto me, and I'm like, I didn't hate it as much as you did.
Tyler Perry directs a Linda Bloodworth Thompson joint.
It's not my fault they could not get Cicely Tyson.
God, could you imagine if it was actually Medea? Hey, babe, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Oh, God, we got to do that, don't we? Okay. Hello, dear listeners.
Oh God, let's keep it under 5 minutes.
It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation.
She is.
You can catch me hosting amazing classical karaoke every Thursday night at Killer Idol in Miami Beach, performing improv and comedy with the Villain Theater. You can find all those links at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all, I'm the Divine Swim coming online at thedivineswims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. We have You Slay Me, our Murder She Wrote podcast, and Over the Moon, our Moonlight podcast. Say Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know we have Patreon?
What?
That's right. Get patreon.com. Mims and Maim. You can throw somebody. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
So if you go to MrMahaffey.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love?
You love a good 5-star review.
I do love a good 5-star review, Maim. If you like us, you love us, leave a review. Hey, Maim, I'm not even going to bother with looking up the phone number, but you know you can reach out to us. That's right. You can send us an email at MrMahaffey@gmail.com. Hey, Maim.
You're shorting out. Just like, yeah, you can. Yes.
Do you have anything else to add? Because I've got to be at 4:15 in the morning.
No, I guess not. Remember to hydrate.
I will. Why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
Good night, babe.
Bye, y'all.